In this video, I'm going to compare the travel weight or static weight of the various current DJI Mavic kits when packed for travel. Specifically, if you are on an adventure and have to carry the kit with you at all times, such as traveling by bike or hiking. As of June 2020, that would be the Pro, Air 2, and Mini. Hopefully this can help you make a decision which drone is right for your trip. Okay, here goes the Mavic Pro 2, one battery. I do have an aftermarket gimbal protector. If you're familiar with the DJI gimbals, you know it's quite a chore to get them on and off. The Mavic Pro 2, one battery, 915 grams with the gimbal protector. The controller with the sticks, they're not installed, and the iPhone cable. I took off that little ring that's there because it's more of a pain, that little retainer that helps it slide in here. I just don't use it. 319 grams. Mavic 2 Pro battery. That comes in at 293 grams. Here is the charger, which you will need, 270 grams. Polar Pro filter set, 97 grams. And last but not least is the USB adapter, and that is 17 grams. And like I said, I usually don't bring this with me. This is the 4-bank charger, sequential charger, and that weighs 128 grams. This is just a hard case I bought off of eBay. Just this, especially when I mountain bike, I'll use this in case I fall, that it protects the drone. 201 grams. Other than this 4-banker, one more battery. You have to add one more battery to it, but that would be my travel kit. Oh, and spare propellers. I should weigh a propeller. 8 grams. So this is a wrap that I use. You can see it's dirty from where I put it on the ground. Domke, but I buy them at B&H. Come in various sizes. This is a medium, I believe. I used to wrap it like this, but then I just realized to probably wrap it like this, put it on the soft fabricy side, and then as long as you fold it a certain way, the Velcro will still work. And this is how I would transport my Pro. And here goes the Mavic 2 Pro controller. Same thing, works. On the left, you see what I would typically carry on a bike tour for the Air or the Pro. It's the drone, 3 batteries, the AC adapter, filters, hoodman, soft wraps, and 4 propellers. And one thing I forgot was that I also bring a spare USB cable for the Pro. So here we are, the Mavic Air 2 with standard DJI gimbal cover. We'll give this guy away with 1 battery on it. SD card installed in all the drones. And that comes in at $579. Now the remote for the Air is definitely beefier than the original one, as you all know. It does feel heavier, so hopefully some of that weight went towards a battery. 391 grams. And let's see, a battery by itself looks like 198. And then we have the power adapter. Mine still has the cellophane on it. Power adapter without the cord is 174. I guess that's actually one thing you could change is the power cord if you went to a shorter cord, 235. The filters, which are really small and light, since that lens is only a 2.8, non-changeable. 19 grams for the filters, and the USB adapter is a whopping 19 grams also. I may carry this thing feels really light. 55 grams for the 3. It's only 3, not 4 like the other one. I'll use the lower part of a hoodman, which helps out a lot. I don't use the top piece because I can't keep an eye on the drone. On a side note, my iPhone 7 Plus generally gets hot and it dims the screen to a point where I can barely see the image and there's no way to override it. I'm also getting a CPU full warning when flying the Air at 60 frames per second and HLG. If I was doing a multi-day tour with the Panniers, I would probably take a semi-hard case so I wouldn't have to be so careful all the time with the drone, and there will be less chance of the propellers getting mangled since the motors are not protected in the wrap. I do have a semi-hard case for the controller, but I find I can better squeeze the controller into a spot in my bags if it's not in the case. Okay, the Mavic Mini with DJI's gimbal guard, 1 battery installed, SD card, comes in $254. That's probably because of this thing. Let's just see if they meet their specs. Oh, look at that, $249, wow. I wonder if you put a filter on there, you kind of void it. Okay, here goes the remote for the Mini, $248. And then a Mavic Mini battery, because you'll carry extras, 99 grams. Wow, that's a big difference because you don't have the AC adapter. You can get filters, and obviously these batteries won't power a USB thing, so. And then I have this case that like I said, I take 95 grams when I go mountain biking. So there you go. There's the totals. For me, between the Pro and the Air, because of the weight savings, I will probably take the Air on my bike trips. Yes, the Pro takes better pictures and video with its 1-inch sensor, log profile, more camera adjustments, and the ability to use a crystal sky with it, which I really miss, but I've never taken the crystal sky on a tour since it's so heavy. But the weight savings of the Air make it more appealing for the videos that end up on YouTube. So this is kind of my day kit with the Mavic Mini. One of the biggest challenges is getting this in the jersey pocket without the props getting caught because they flop around a lot. I have the Hoodman, my remote, and one battery. I usually only take one battery because, or if any, if I know it's a short ride, because the battery, this thing flies for like a half hour. So what I'll do is I'll put this in here like so, making sure that the props don't get caught on the pocket and that it's in there. And then to counterbalance it, I'll put the controller on the other side. And then, you know, battery in the center. There's still room in this pocket for food or a snack, an energy bar or something. I generally don't put anything else in this pocket. This is the thing that's sometimes a challenge that I don't like taking, is this Hoodman. But I always regret it when I don't bring it. So it's just with my phone, I really can't see the screen because my phone overheats and the screen dims and there's nothing I can do about it. On the left side of the bike, this is just a slot. The bulk of the storage is on the other side. I put the Hoodman there. If I was using the Air on this trip, I would put the battery in there, zip that up. And if I'm not carrying the Air in my jersey pocket, I put it in this hard case. These propellers and motors seem very delicate. I actually had a motor error on one of them. So what I'll do is I'll put that in there like so. Toss that in there. As I said, the batteries are on the other side. This remote's kind of not much to this remote. I generally just put the remote in there and then anything else I need in that side pouch. The Air 2. So I have it in a soft wrap. Put that in there like so. And then the remote goes in a soft pouch. And then I would have the two batteries. Probably quite nice. Yeah, like that would be fine. And the filters would go on the other side, which I neglected to show you, but you get the concept. And that's the way I'll travel with the Air. I believe the front handlebar bag has an 11-pound capacity. And I think according to my calculations, it's only 4.5 or 5 with the way I travel. So even if you leave this divider in, this is the Super Plus or whatever, just because it has the side pockets. But if you were to put the Air there, here goes the controller. And then you have room for 2 batteries. However you want to do it. I'm just doing this really quickly. Obviously you could do it whatever, however you want, but that fits quite easily in there. No problem at all in the front pouch of an Ortlieb bag.